Hello, welcome to Trail Mix, as we've decided in the past 30 seconds after a very long debate.
It was
Um,
very long. It was very long.
yeah, there was a lot of. I don't even know what that was. But, anyways, we like talking, we like drawing, and we were like, hey, what if we mixed the two together?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
I'm
see no
guessing
reason not to.
that's. Okay. So,
So,
I'm going to start drawing by drawing the both of us.
oh yeah, we should introduce each other.
Oh, yeah! You first. I
Um,
don't like talking.
fine. Uh,
After I just said I liked talking.
that's fine. We don't need coherence.
Yeah. Whatever.
Um, so I'm Ethan, as we will be calling each other, Ethan,
And
and
and I'm Justin, aka the Epic J Man, who for anybody
yep,
who doesn't care
yep.
about what my real name is. Awesome.
So you won't get to see our actual faces, but
Yeah,
we'll get
because
you'll
we're
get to
insecure
see.
and don't have webcams.
Yep. I mean, we do, but like someone doesn't have the correct technology to record that. So I mean, I'm just fine.
Somebody doesn't even have a webcam.
Well, uh, but we will be depicting each other's faces through art. Crazy,
Yeah,
right? It's probably not gonna be.
I'm already
eh,
working on it. If you want to see my screen, you may.
Oh, sure.
I haven't
Um,
gotten very far, but
sure, that's fine. So basically, the whole idea of this podcast is just to give our views on gaming, current gaming scene, or even things that are going on, like
gaming, animation, all the things we care about. We don't talk about things we don't care about and that aren't important, like politics, current news stories. Nobody
I
wants to
mean,
hear that boring stuff.
no, that's boring. I mean, it's not
No,
like anyone watches that stuff anyway.
no, nobody needs to know that.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, so we'll have guests on here every so often, if you can call them that. I mean,
If you
they'd
can
probably
call them
be
that.
more like,
More
yeah,
like prisoners.
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah. But yeah. So I mean, if you're listening to this, which nobody probably is, unless
the
we get really famous in the future.
the one thing that came to mind was the new Muppet movie where Jack Black was held hostage by the Muppets.
Dude, we can't say that that's new. Like, then it will like
The
date the whole thing.
newer Muppet movie.
Newer. Right.
Muppet movies
Uh,
are great, by the way.
I don't think I've seen any.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. I don't. Uh, yeah, no. I actually never watched the Muppets at all.
When your
Ever.
sister came over to our house, we
Yeah.
watched Muppet Treasure Island. That was
Dude,
fun.
really? Oh,
Yes,
that's right.
that's actually a
Uh,
really funny movie. It's
yeah,
as
yeah.
Gonzo says inside the movie. It's supposed to be a kids movie, but there's some really funny jokes.
He says that inside the movie.
Yes, because somebody dies and he's like, "I thought this was supposed to be a kids movie."
Dude, that sounds amazing. Yeah, I guess I just never gave it a chance because I'm like, ew, puppets. Like, that's for kids.
No, Muppets are great.
Yep.
Sesame Street is, I guess, kind of stupid.
Yeah, that's what I thought. When I saw it, I just thought, oh, it's just Sesame Street, but like worse. Because it had pigs, and Street didn't have pigs. Street didn't have animals. I
Just
mean, I guess.
had horrible beings constructed in the lab of Dr. Forrester.
Who's? Never mind. Uh,
Speaking of which,
so
I'm gonna
yeah,
draw Crow real quick.
you're gonna draw a crow?
Crow.
Crow?
Crow.
Just like a crow?
Crow!
Who's crow?
Hang on, you'll see.
Will I?
I'll give you one
Will
word.
I?
I'll give you one word.
Okay.
Gold.
Gold? Gold! I don't know.
Stay away from my gold.
Oh, is it? I don't know. All right. Well, as we're drawing, we should
Yeah,
probably
screw
continue with the
topics
thing
that
we're doing.
we arranged beforehand.
Yeah, screw
Let's
talking.
go. Let's talk about the Muppets.
Dude. All right, but that is true that we did arrange things to talk about beforehand.
Yeah.
So let's talk about them. Let's talk about that. Unless you wanted to continue with Mr. Crow.
I'm almost done finishing Crow T Robot.
Crow T Pro? I have no idea who you're talking about.
Really? You said you
No.
watched this recently.
What is this?
I'm just gonna
What is
leave.
it? What did I say I watched?
Here,
recently?
share screen. Share screen.
Me? Or you?
No. How do I
What?
do this? How do I do this? Help.
Oh, I thought
I forgot.
okay. Well, this is turning out peachy.
There we go. Oh, it's just peachy. You seen it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His name is Crow.
Oh, I didn't know that. I see. Well, I gave you some big ears, man. I don't know how big your ears are in real life, but they're huge
actually
in this.
Apparently very small, from what other
Really?
people have told me. Yeah, whatever.
Well, I'll give you some small ears then. I didn't think this looked right. So yeah. So this is the thing about drawing and talking is you can't focus on
Yeah.
one or the
So-
other. You have to focus on both.
What I was gonna talk about is I finally downloaded and I'm playing a game built within Skyrim's engine called Enderal. And
Right.
it's
Right.
really, really good. I like it. It's a lot of fun to play.
What makes it enjoyable?
It's like Skyrim, so a lot of the exploration, but there's also narrative game elements like relationship systems. Like
Oh.
you can be talking to a person and like say something that they don't like, and then it'll pop up like Telltale games.
Is that not in the original Skyrim?
It's not. There's not really much of an relationship system.
So not only is it like an complete overhaul of Skyrim.
It's a completely
It's
new
also-
game.
Yeah.
You can hardly
it's
call it
that-
an overhaul. Overhaul.
Overall.
Enderal overall.
Yep. That's what they should have called it. They shouldn't have called it Enderal, just overall. Wow. So like, how far have you gotten in it?
It's hard to say. I don't know when the end is. So,
Oh.
I've gotten pretty far. I'm on level 11 in game.
Yeah.
And I've gotten to like the major plot. So
Okay.
I know what the main story is about now. Where before it was kind of just introducing you to the world. There was a little bit of the main plot, but it was also just kind of get to where you need to go first.
Right. Should we talk about like the main plot or?
I don't think so, just to avoid spoilers.
Right.
But it is really fun, so please download it.
Yeah. Is there any way that you can like kind of describe without spoiling it or?
Yeah. One of the characters that you meet very early on, I think I can say his name without spoiling much. It's
Yeah.
not that big of a deal.
go
Jespar Dalvaric.
Mm-hmm.
He's really cool. He's like, he's a treasure hunter. And so that he's sort of like Indiana Jones.
And he's your friend?
Yeah, you make friends with him. You like do a job for him, and you help him
That's
out with
awesome.
You help him out with something that he's been hired to do. He's a mercenary, and a treasure hunter.
Dude, that sounds like an awesome friend to have.
Yeah.
And so I assume this leads to a bunch of just exploration and such.
Yeah.
Is he kind
There's
of
no...
the main reason for
What?
exploration? Is he
What?
kind of like the main reason for exploration at the beginning?
No. You see him for a
Okay.
little bit from where I've gotten, and then he's like... I probably shouldn't
I
have
see.
said that. I'm probably going to omit that.
Yeah.
Because that is very much spoilers.
That's spoilers?
Yeah.
Oh, well. We can only be so courteous.
Hang on.
Uh,
Let me write that down.
you gonna write what down?
To remove the spoilers.
Oh, yeah. Or you could just put like a spoiler warning if you want.
No, because it's like a very small snippet.
Okay.
I could just omit it.
Alright. Sounds
But
good.
something happens, and Jesbar, for people who don't know what it is, they're like, what's the spoilers about?
Mhm.
You meet in a tavern, and they tell you something about his plans for the future. And it was very sad for me.
Mm-hmm. Huh.
Even though
So,
I'd
like-
only met him for like...
Right. It sounds like a
very
very,
short
like a
amount.
much, yeah, it sounds like a much more social game,
Sort of.
I guess. Which can make it a lot easier to, like you said, get invested in the characters and such.
Yeah.
Like that.
Then you meet another person in the story, and she's pretty cool too.
Ooh.
Like
she.
probably, yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
Is this spoiler free?
I will try to make it so.
All right.
Anyways, she's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Not
just
like-
walking the fine line of spoilers right here.
Yeah, I am.
That's fine. So like crazy how?
She's got some crazy stuff that she can do, and she's like trying to contain it. And
Like.
I'm trying not to spoil anything.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, you don't have to talk. You don't have to. You sound like you're being very vague for good reason. So.
Yeah. So maybe I should just put up a spoiler warning. So anybody who does not want to know anything about Kalia, just stop listening until the point which I've put down.
I mean, how many hours did you say you put into this?
I can't tell, honestly.
You don't know?
A couple.
I mean, if it's not that many, it shouldn't be that significant of spoilers anyway.
Well, it kind of is.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, basically, she has a demon living inside of her,
Oh, I see.
and she joins this order, this kind of religion-esque thing, but it's also kind of Knights of the Round Table-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And
So, like-
you're trying to save the world, obviously, but it's
Right.
it's very strange, and I really like the way they've done it. How you're
Yeah.
trying to save the world, and it's not just like there's a big bad guy who's going to destroy the world, and you need to stop him. But the enemy is not actually revealed until where I've gotten.
Oh wow.
It's very vague
So-
and very mysterious, and the main guy that you're following in this faction, he doesn't even know. They've only got like archaeological evidence of like. Do you plan on playing this at any point in time?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so basically, they've gotten archaeological evidence that at one point in time in all these previous civilizations, everybody just dropped dead. And the previous civilizations learned of this, and they called it the cleansing.
Ooh. So
So-
kind of like a religious.
Sort of. But it's just a cosmological event that these other civilizations have tried to stop, and
So-
they couldn't. So where I am, I'm making an effort to try and get as many tools as I can to stop the cleansing.
It's gonna happen again.
It is going to happen again. There's like set events that happen every single time a cleansing happens.
Oh wow.
And so those events have already happened. Like it. So what happens is, I don't know what. So one of the events is that godlike kings arise, and then they die, and then calamities happen a bunch, and then these two characters at least, called emissaries. One of them is, I can't remember honestly. It's the guy who he's a main general dude, and he leads the order. And then there's you, who is the prophet, who has visions of the past from these previous civilizations, and thus visions of what is going to come.
See, that's kind of your role in the whole saving. Okay.
Or destroying the world, however you may see it.
Oh, I see. Wait, so do you have like the option of letting that happen?
I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. That would be really crazy.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? I mean, they could certainly turn the tables on you like that.
It's like, hey, you can destroy the world. Do you want civilization to end?
Press X to destroy a world.
Yeah. Press X to just make everybody die.
Dude, I would. Like, twice.
Okay.
Never mind, I'm...
I don't know why. Let me put down another note. Do
Remove
not
insane-
trust Ethan.
Remove insane comment by Ethan.
No, I just put down do not trust Ethan.
Just ever?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fine. Jeez.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, Kalia, basically she tells you that, she's basically, she's got a demon inside of her that whenever there's a threat of violence against her, I guess, it just goes berserk. And she actually just destroys this one guy who attacks her.
Like,
And
can you visually see the demon, or?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
You can. She like, she has this whole transformation, but it's very quick. It's not like Sailor Moon kind of thing. It's just like, she's a demon now. Now she is smashing this guy's brains in. She's got cool magic when she does it too.
Oh. And that's a friend of yours as well?
Yeah, that's one of your allies.
That's good. I wouldn't want to not have her be your ally. My ally.
Yeah. The interesting part about Enderal, I think I'm going to remove the spoilers now. The interesting about Enderal is that the people that you meet, they all have different worldviews. Like Jespar, he is more like, not everything is meaningless. Everybody, all that we're here for is just to be happy. That's all. That's all we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I don't know what Kalia's life philosophy is yet, but she's more on the side of justice, and justice must be done, and the right thing has to be done, even if it hurts. Because
do you think it would get into that, like?
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
At some point.
Like,
So, that's cool.
That's cool. Yeah. So are there any other, without spoiling, any other characters that you meet along the way?
Since it's an open world game, yes, but no really main side characters. Right. There is a mage type girl, Lashari.
Let's go
And
with that.
yeah, she's just kind of there. She's an archaeologist,
Okay.
helping to stop the world from ending.
No big revelations about her yet?
Not really.
Okay. Well, what do you think is the best thing that like this game has done, like in terms of like being an open world game and you know, I mean, with all these open world games coming out, or at least Breath of the Wild and stuff like that, what do you think it's done really to really enhance like the open world did for it? Like, what do you think is the best thing it did for that?
Um, it makes you feel like you're actually going on an adventure because there's no fast travel, so you can't automatically get to a place that you've already been.
Right.
So I've been exploring a lot. There's a lot of side quests that you can do. It's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to tell because I haven't actually played Breath of the Wild yet.
Right. But like as a comparison with like what other open world games have you played?
Skyrim, Oblivion.
Mm. What like are there any like noticeable changes it made to make maybe for the better or for the worse, like to the engine and such?
No, it didn't really make any changes to the engine.
Yeah. But like, you know, with how it is.
It made more likable characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How so?
Like they actually have a personality, and not just like, hey, just gonna follow you around.
Oh yeah. Real like in a game like Skyrim, I'm surprised that there are like
Yeah, it focuses more on the world.
okay. Does that mean that Oblivion focuses less on the world? Would you say?
No, it focuses on the world as well.
Okay. But like Enderal does a good job at balancing both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but
Yeah.
what do you? Yeah. You feel like that?
Mostly, I like the fact that it's a good game and a lot of fun, and not too janky.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a Skyrim mod, and
Yeah,
it's a very massive
incredible to
project.
see, yeah.
It's a very massive project done by a small-ish team. Not
Yeah, how
like
big is
not
the team?
officially made an official team.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I guess. Yeah, I guess you're right in saying like we're not really pounding down hard enough how big of an accomplishment this is. Like, this is a game within a game, if not
Yeah.
like a better take on it. I mean, I haven't played either, but
Mm-hmm.
like, that's crazy to hear. Also, I'm using your picture from the yearbook as a picture of you.
Okay,
Dude,
so apparently, I didn't know this. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
they
Finding
did.
stuff on street. Yeah, finding stuff on podcast.
They did another mod for Oblivion, which was set in another part of the world, Narim. So that's cool.
What's it called?
Narim at Fate's Edge.
So this wasn't their first mod.
No, apparently
Okay.
not.
Did you see how big the team was?
I did not yet.
I'm making you a very handsome man, by the way.
Oh, what a handsome man! That's a handsome man.
It's such a handsome man.
Gotta
You
hide.
don't even know. I'm just gonna play it off like I intentionally made you just like the most handsome man, because that's what everyone should think of you as.
Thanks.
Just the most handsome man.
What a handsome man. Oh man. Where is
Dude,
it?
like, actually though, like, this man is too handsome. That is fine though. uh,
So apparently, it's a German team.
okay. That's right. We knew that before though. Uh, you were saying that it was a German team that was
Mhm.
that didn't it come out like in two languages, which was German and English?
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously,
And
I'm playing
then
the English version.
right, that would you're not
I do.
subs not dubs. Dubs I mean dubs not subs.
What?
What? It's an anime
Okay.
joke.
Yeah, I get it, but okay, never mind. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So from what I can see, it's made by 12 people. I just downloaded it, man.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't know every aspect about it.
Right. And didn't you said that you found some trouble with like the English like
A little bit.
translation?
There's like some subtitles that don't match up, and some of the subtitles that don't make sense. But it's really just the subtitles.
Oh, okay.
The dialogue is done by American voice actors, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah,
for
I
English
mean-
version.
Yeah, definitely. That would be hard to do. Voice act for another language.
Yeah.
Though some people do it.
Props to you guys.
Yeah, props to you guys. Dude, I want to be a voice actor someday.
Okay,
yeah.
you work on that.
So, anything else? Do you have anything else that you want to touch on Enderal?
Let me think. I don't think so. It's a lot of fun. You should download it if you have Skyrim. If you have just the base game, you can download it. You don't need any of the DLC.
So, like, it's free, right?
It is free. It's a little bit of a hassle to install, but it's still well worth the effort.
Yeah.
It's well worth the effort.
Totally worth it, yeah. I mean, people must really just like a game if they're willing to put so much time into making something crazy like this, you know? This is just really, like, I think is a testament to just how, you know, well made the original game is as well.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it is. And
Cool.
I think we should sing its praises as much as Enderal.
Okay. Yeah, Skyrim is great too. I love it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Killing dragons is the best.
Yeah, so if anyone wants to pick that up, just free. If you have Skyrim,
Free.
don't see any reason not to. All right. Well, on the subject of...
There is a bit of swearing in Enderal, I must say.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. If you don't like that, I can put up with it. I don't necessarily like it, but
Right.
if you just can't stand it, then I can't recommend it.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Yeah, I can understand that. I feel like swearing can enhance definitely like parts in like movies and such, but you know, sometimes it's used just
Too
in
liberally.
very
The mage
inappropriate
woman,
time.
I feel like that's the case.
Yeah.
She
Like-
is just an angry person, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say like she also sounds like, you know, she has a demon inside her. That's
No.
Oh, the one that like just you don't know much about.
Ishari. Yeah, that person.
I mean, I think having a demon inside you would be like a good reason to swear, but, like,
She's
just
actually
being-
she's actually pretty not foul mouthed at all. Calico
Really?
isn't. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, if that says anything about your character, that you're swearing and someone that like has a demon inside them doesn't. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know what that says
Darn it.
about your character. Anyway.
You're worse than a demon.
Wow. Yeah. So on the subject of open world games.
Yeah. What about him?
Well, turns out that people like them. Did you know that?
I did not.
No, neither did I.
I didn't think
but,
anybody liked open world games. Thought
No.
they sucked.
Watch your mouth.
You're right, I'm very sorry.
Yeah. Apparently Zelda proved that wrong to everyone, though.
Yeah.
Proved that, Oh, again, being completely sarcastic here, of course, open world games are great. But apparently Zelda games can be good open world games as well. Who knew?
I haven't played it, so I will play it at some point. It looks really cool. I actually haven't really played any Zelda game. I haven't had a proper playthrough of them. I've just played snippets.
Really?
Yeah.
I played through the 3D ones and or most of the 3D ones, and I don't know, the first one and the second one, Zelda 1 and Zelda 2. Anyway, I didn't think it would like reach, and like I didn't think that this game would really get anyone angry about the fact that it's becoming open world. I pretty much assumed that it was gonna be like everyone thinks it's great and everyone thinks it's amazing, and it's like the best game since sliced bread.
Sliced Bread was a pretty great game, to be honest.
Yeah, I know, wasn't it? But I can't speak much of it either. I've had a few friends who have played it, and they've said it's amazing, and I trust them, and I trust that it is an amazing game because it looks stunning. Like,
it does from what I've seen. Looks pretty great.
Yeah, it just how it looks. I don't know what they've done with the color palette. Like, if you just look at it, it's like, why is Link yellow? But when you look at it in game, like all the tints of like all the days and nights, great. It's like how you can climb stuff and just really go anywhere. That's what everyone really loved about it, is you can go anywhere, feel like you do anything. And that's really amazing for those first few hours. And it even carries on like some surprises throughout the whole game that are like,
yeah,
whoa, like just things you wouldn't expect from a Zelda game. Obviously, there is some still like stuff like, there's some stuff that's expected from a Zelda game, but that's not bad stuff. Like, Zelda.
Hey!
Wow, that's cool.
You know which movie I'm talking about.
But I don't know. I'll have to look more into it, and
I will be buying a Switch at some point.
Yeah, I think everyone will.
Yeah, really.
I'm waiting until the next Smash Bros. Though. Dude, we should talk about Smash Bros.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't really care.
At some point. Wow. Well, I mean, you don't really care about Zelda, though, do you?
Not at this point, no.
No. But you will once you get a Switch.
I will. I know I will. Looks great.
It's something
I don't
I'll
really
care
care
about.
because I haven't had a chance to.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's a lot of people's opinion on it. And honestly, I think this might be like, I mean, this is the first Zelda game in like a while now, and I think this is certainly some people's first introduction to Zelda, which is crazy to think, but it is, and people are like, what do you think people's opinions on past Zelda games would be then? Seeing this, What do you think? they'll be able to point out all the problems with it and such. I don't know.
Huh.
Makes you think.
Okay,
Yeah.
I need to save this just in case I break something.
Oh yeah, you finished your drawing of me.
I have finished my drawing of you.
Oh.
Not me, but I'm trying to export in reference art for the Enderal
Okay.
logo.
Oh, okay. But dude, I had no idea that video games were such like, you know, being like a kid and being like, oh, video games are cool, you know. I didn't really think of them as like a art medium, you know, like it didn't feel like a serious thing. And I don't think that many people feel like that, really. Like feel like it's a new medium, like a book or like, you know, any other medium like film and stuff. I didn't think of it like that. Now that I'm seeing it like that, it's, I don't know. You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, defo.
I feel like games are taking a new form, and with games like The Witness, playing those, just being able to, just, I don't know. It feels like they can just make you feel a certain way, and especially in like very narrative-driven games too.
Hang on, I need to change the look at this.
Sounds good. But like, you know, and with adventure games as well, they can just make you feel in ways that you didn't, you know, that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, whatever.
Whatever.
Whatever. It's a surprisingly emotional experience, but you know, almost everything can be because we're emotional creatures.
Anything can be if you really believe.
Thank you, Doc.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So next up on the chopping block.
Yeah.
What are we? Night in the Woods. Is that what we had next up? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to open a picture, but I can't for some reason. My computer is being stupid.
Well, again, this is something that I've more had experience with. You know, we should talk about something that you have experience with. Or maybe something that we both have experience with.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be awesome. Okay,
That'd be awesome and cool.
Before we move on to Night in the Woods, what is a game that we have played together? Minecraft.
Mince Raft.
You know? Mince Raft. So, here's a question. How do you think that Minecraft is going to influence, just, like, what do you think it'll influence? How much do you think it'll influence?
It already has.
Right.
Really. It's like changed, it's made survival. The survival game type.
Did it pioneer the survival game type?
It kind of did. A lot of the survival mechanisms have come from that.
Yeah? I mean, there was no tree punching before that, was there?
No.
I guess.
Tree punching is a new thing that came from Minecraft.
Yeah, I guess
we didn't know we couldn't live without tree punching before it happened.
Tree punching. Tree punching sounds like a dance move or something.
The correct term for whip it, nay.
Tree punching. I'll punch your tree. Oh. And it wouldn't be pretty.
Okay, cool.
Okay. But, you know, it's also gonna affect... I mean, you gotta think about... It's affecting not an older demographic. It's affecting a younger demographic.
Mm-hmm.
which in due causes like the most impact, you know?
Yeah.
With nostalgia, like everyone's gonna be nostalgic about like the same stuff, like maybe like same things in Minecraft or stuff, and I don't know. I'm really looking forward to the future when, you know, this like influences game, even people who make games, like people who used to play Minecraft when they were younger are now making games, and they're not as fast paced because
Yeah.
Minecraft isn't that fast paced.
It encourages patience
Mm-hmm.
instead of just jumping in and doing all the
Right.
cool stuff immediately.
And I hope Windows doesn't change, or Microsoft doesn't change that.
Probably will.
Because they changed the fact that you don't have to look up things on wikis, which is fine, but, you know, again, it gets rid of that part of patience where you have to find stuff out yourself,
Yeah.
you know? But I don't think it's too big of a deal, but there's a lot of controversy behind it, you know?
Yeah.
What's your opinion on it?
It's Minecraft.
That's true.
I'll probably still play it with friends. Whatever they do to it.
Yeah. Are you for it, against it?
For
really care?
Minecraft? Yeah.
Well, no, I mean for the fact that they added the recipes in game.
That actually lessens a lot of frustration when you don't know what something is called and you don't know what you can make, and it actually gives you something that you can find and you know it's there.
Yeah. That's a good point.
You have a good source of information. It doesn't take away the patience. It just lessens frustration.
That's a very good point. That's very smart, and I agree with that. I hadn't thought of that. Because I was on the bandwagon for it being like a bad thing, getting rid of, you know, your patience. But it's true. It's only really saving the frustration, like saving you the frustration of looking up on a wiki and being like, why isn't this in the actual game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something you can do.
Yeah. And so all you guys complaining out there about that, there's something to chew on. You're gonna be less frustrated. You're making everyone more frustrated. You're undoing the whole purpose of it. Microsoft's like, we're gonna make people less frustrated, and they're like, and then people are like, oh no, we're more frustrated.
I don't want the noobs to figure out what they're doing. I want only me to have fun. I want to laugh at their misfortune. How dare you, Microsoft?
You can't tell me what to do. You tried to tell me what to do, Microsoft?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take that.
Oppression. Well, there's something. So how's your drawing turning out?
I'm pretty sure I'm still sharing my screen so you can look at it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you really?
I am really.
Wow. I should look at that then as soon as I can. All right. Oh wow. Wait, I haven't seen it yet. Oh man. Oh man. Dude, that's definitely that. I mean, I think that is the embodiment of exactly what I look like.
Yep.
Yep.
Hang on, I have to finish this. This is gonna be funny.
Man, you're fast. I'm taking forever. Because I kind of want to look like you, but now it still just doesn't look like you. But I've just accepted it now.
I just went loosely. Honestly.
Yeah. Man, we're not professional artists.
No.
Maybe we should have started out saying that. By the way, we're not professional artists.
By the way, we're
like,
not professional artists.
We're like both 15, except not.
Except one of us is not 15.
Dude,
Ethan?
we should have them guess.
Ethan? Do you
Yeah.
have anything to say for yourself? Before we
For
lock you up?
My crimes.
Yeah.
I'm actually 16.
Yeah.
That's
That's
what I
what
have
I
to say for
thought.
myself. Wait, what? It worked. By the way, I'm the 15-year-old.
Yeah. I'm 16.
Good job guessing if you guessed correctly.
Ta-da! You win nothing! Da,
Good job still watching this train wreck.
I really want to make this obvious that this is a face on the dragon.
Wait, let me see.
Hang on.
I see. Everyone knows what that is.
No. Not the actual logo itself, but
What? Oh, I see. Yeah. You there?
hang on. Yeah.
Just goes really quiet. Alright.
Here, watch this.
Alright. Yeah. As I think we should from now on let it be known that we are both Christians and believers, and that heavily influences a lot of our.
Cut to Imagine Dragons music.
What does this say? Oh. But that does heavily influence our opinions and all the stuff that we are going to be talking about in the future.
Yeah. A lot of choices
and
we make. A lot of things we talk about. A lot of our opinions.
And so,
if you're angry about it, then go away. Nothing's stopping you, really. If you're angry about it, then just stop listening.
Yeah. But I mean, there aren't.
It's not healthy to not know the state of your soul, but if that really gets on your nerves, I'm not gonna stop you from leaving.
And honestly, I myself would love to have just listen to a Christian podcast that talks about video games, and maybe that's what we could be. No?
Yeah, we should do that. We should make a podcast, dude. That would be awesome.
Dude, we should get right on that.
Okay.
What would we call it?
Hang on.
Right. Shoot.
God's Trail Mix. Cause whatever God has planned in store for the trail, we ought to accept it.
Yep. And it certainly is a mix of fun.
Fun. This is a very poor drawing of the Enderal logo, but I don't care.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't care.
We should just call that. We should just call the podcast that. Just poor drawings.
Drawing. I like Trail Mix though.
I do like Trail Mix. You want to know how I got the name?
Okay, we should start recording. Okay. Hey everybody, welcome to God's Trail Mix, the Christian podcast.
Wait.
The only one. The only Christian podcast ever.
Yep. Were we not... Wait, were we not,
we just came out with this, dude.
Were we not recording before this?
What is time but an illusion?
Yeah. Well, as a Christian podcast, we
only give you the purest of flicks.
Because we are perfect.
Yeah. Why can't you be like us?
Gosh. Heathens?
If you're not perfect, you're a heathen.
It's true.
That actually sounds way too much like an actual world belief.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Heck, we've got the same thing, except if you're not a certain race, you're a heathen and deserve to die.
Wait, what is this?
I don't know, just like a general cult. Like, you're not pure-blooded, so you have to die.
I guess you're
like
yeah,
Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah.
something like that.
I guess you're right. Dude, we should join that.
Okay, thanks
Welcome
everybody.
to-
Thanks for joining. I gotta go contact Ethan's parents. Tell him to. Oh boy.
You made me you made me knock my mic on the ground.
Hello. Yeah.
Welcome
this
to
is Justin.
Welcome to.
Can you call the police? Ethan wants to join a cult, and the Ku Klux Klan, no less.
Welcome to Ku Klux Trail Mix.
Absolutely not. I'm going to edit that out. I do not want.
If you edit that out, I'll edit in you saying something embarrassing.
It's better than joining the Ku Klux Klan.
How do you know? Okay, I'm just gonna stop talking.
Yeah. Probably should.
Probably should. But you know what? Let's throw Night in the Woods in the garbage for now.
Yeah.
Because I want it to be a conversation that we both know about.
Yeah. I'll have to buy it at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But let's talk about identity.
Okay, so the what came from this is a video from Extra Credits called Identity Games. And basically the idea was a game like Overwatch, World of Warcraft, games like that you invest a lot of time in, and the idea of finding your identity in that game. And I don't know.
Yeah.
A couple of warning signals were going off for me there. It's like, that's not healthy.
Yeah.
They even say that.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Really, like, as Christians, we know that finding your identity in anything that isn't God isn't gonna end in fulfillment.
It's gonna end in pain.
Yeah. And, well, basically because, like, imagine, well, I can just use me as an example. I used to find a lot of my identity in art, and in being a good artist, and in being like a better artist than everyone else, you know? And, you know, what would have happened in that moment, in those instances, if, you know, someone came up to me who I thought was like a bad artist and then was like actually a great artist, and then I was like, oh, well, I mean, I'm better than them, and then I just keep trying. I don't even try to connect with them. I just try to be better than them. And that's kind of how my relationship with a couple people was. And imagine if, like, I broke my hand. Where would I be? Like, life would be like meaningless and chaos, and
you would lose all purpose. And my feet are huge in this picture.
But
don't know why.
That's exactly right, though. Like, you would.
That my feet are huge?
No. You would feel like you lost all purpose. And, like, when people say, like, when Christians say that they're content with their life and they're content where they're at, like,
that kind of shouldn't be the case.
Yeah, because you know, God.
Let me clarify. Let me clarify that that didn't come out right. So, finding yourself content in your spiritual walk is dangerous. Finding yourself content with what you have, your material possessions, your relationships, that is good.
Mm-hmm. And the reason it's not okay to be content in your spiritual life is because that can lead you to
There's always something more to find out.
Yeah. And you're never full. There's so much, like, that God's word tells us to do. We will never, you know, like, find out knowledge. There will never be a time when there's no more knowledge to find, you know? There will never be a moment where, like, oh, that's enough, you know? And there never should be a moment like that. Because as long as we're alive, God has a plan for us, you know? And so that's why it's not good to be content with, you know, where you're walk with life is, or walk with God is, because it's, yeah. But on the topic of identity in games,
How do I draw this? I don't know.
what are you drawing?
Uh, it's linking identity to a person. This is really
Oh,
hard to draw something abstract on a physical
oh,
thing.
I've still been just drawing you. I've just put a lot of time in this drawing. But yeah, with, I'm just gonna end with right there on the drawing. I'm gonna move to something else. But yeah. With games that are, you can have social interactions, like you were saying with Overwatch, where people can, spend their time on, they can, like, that are deep enough to be thinking about after, even while you're not playing it, you can be thinking about them. Or you can be watching Twitch, like, people broadcast that, or you could be watching, like, just someone someone playing through it themselves, like on YouTube and stuff like that. But like games that you can be focused on outside of the game itself, that kind of change who you are, that kind of like lead you to new friends, even that enhance who you are as a person, even. And
I don't think learning something from games is not impossible or a bad thing.
mhm.
That part of the video I thought was pretty good because look at Undertale. Uh, I came to the realization that I need to be more careful with what I decide, and because I was too hasty in deciding that let me just kill something. It's okay. That I actually killed a living creature,
Right.
and that it's like that realization of what have I done, and then you suffer the consequences for it.
Right. And no matter how like a game puts out these like, no matter how a game accomplishes this, it could even be like not even trying to do it. Like you learn that consequences of actions while leading a team for like a competitive tournament for Overwatch or for like CS:GO. It's things like that that can even bring you to find who you are, who your identity is in this game. But
It's like, it's not.
you know, games like Undertale and stuff, you can learn things from, and you can have a worldview from, and create, or not have a worldview from, but have your worldview be changed from. But games like CS:GO and World of Warcraft, where people can even make a living off of, that's crazy to believe. Like, think about like designing a game that people could have a living off of just because you made that. It's crazy to think.
Mm-hmm.
And like he said, you can't really develop a game for this.
No.
But you can do things to influence it that you do. And again, you have to be careful because you don't want to have someone, build that kind of game that you just waste your life on, that you find your identity in, and it doesn't give anything back.
He actually said something in that video. It's always very confusing whether this is whether when they tell a story, whether it's a story from actual Dan or James.
Right. I assume everything's from
From James. Yeah. It had pictures of James, so we're going with that.
Yep. But ultimately, what you do gain from putting your identity in these games can help you be successful later in life. But again, if you put your identity in something like that, what can, might, and will possibly happen is you will find yourself like in that moment where maybe you can't connect with this game that you call your identity. You can't get on the game. Like maybe the game's over. Maybe it just quit. Maybe like you invest your time, money, and everything you have into World of Warcraft, and then it just quits.
Then what do you got? What do you have?
What do you have? And like for Realm of the Mad God, as an example, a lot of people are like, it's a game that when you die you lose everything, but like when you die, you get to start all over again, and everyone's like, well, it's okay because you get to start all over again. But what if the game just disappears? What happens? What happens to the people who spent thousands of dollars on the game? And I get that fear of closing a game like that people can find their identity in,
Yeah.
In that situation, what do you think you would do? Like,
I'm sorry, what game were you talking about specifically? I was busy writing text.
I was specifically talking about Realm of the Mad God, but like if you were in that position in general, like where you had to shut a game down, or like maybe you could either shut the game down or like you could either start a new game or shut your old game down, but or you have to shut you either keep your old game open or shut it down and create a new one. And it was a game that you knew that people found their identity in.
I think I would kind of have to recompensate people for playing my game.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling that we're closing this up.
Yeah. Closing the thought up?
No. Like the entire podcast, because how long have we been going? Let me see.
A little while.
102.
Sweet.
So that's I think that's pretty sufficient time.
Did you know? Yeah, we didn't really have an idea of how long we were going to be doing this for.
No, we just like have a couple of subjects. Did we cover pretty much everything?
Yeah, pretty much everything that we were talking about, but it's just interesting to think about is like, what if that happened to the game that you're currently finding your identity in? And maybe that isn't a good thing that, a foresight like that maybe would be a time when you would say, ignorance is bliss, I don't want to know. But, no game is eternal.
Yeah.
Interesting thoughts.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So the plot thickens.
I didn't draw that quickly because I didn't know how long we would be doing this for.
Share screen?
Well, as I was saying, I was going to talk about Night in the Woods, and then we just decided not to.
Yeah. We have been going for about an hour, though.
Yeah. Basically, what I drew was a picture of you as Greg, but I just gave you a leather jacket and called it a day.
Okay.
It doesn't look like anything like you, but it's fine, probably. I'll not change it from here so that everyone who's watching the podcast can see
did I just stop? No, I didn't. Okay.
Oh my. But yeah, if you're listening to this, thank you so much. And this is just kind of a
Wait, can we see each other's pictures?
No, you can only see mine.
Oh, okay. You don't
Can you
want to
see
see
it?
mine?
I want to see yours. But you can only see mine right now.
Okay. Hang
Do
on.
you see it?
Hang on. I gotta finish Link's mouth.
All right. Wait, what? What did you draw?
Link, because we talked about Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah, man, I need to draw quicker, or at least like, I see like when you told me to draw you, I was just like, all right,
Oh,
I'll just
I'm
like,
moving stuff around. There we go. Just got a leather
Alright.
jacket.
Yep. I think it's pretty great,
I have a leather jacket right next to me.
dude. You do?
Yeah.
Dude, let's do some Night in the Woods cosplay.
Sure. Why not? Haven't played it, but we can just do it anyways.
Yep. All right, share your screen.
Okay, how do I do that? Where am I going?
All right. So yeah,
Cool.
basically, if you see this podcast is like basically just us warming up for just doing something like this
For
and
craziness.
talking.
Here we
So
go.
I mean, maybe we might make a more. Oh man, I can't really see it. Wait.
Wait, let me
It's
see.
a little bit. It's a little bit blurry. Dude, you should just save it and send it to me.
Yeah, I will.
Alright.
Save.
Yeah, in the future we'll do things like halfway through we'll just send our picture over to the other person and they have to finish it or something like that.
Alright,
yeah.
I'm sending it to you right now. Let me know what you think. Nope, that's
If
not what I want.
you
Wait,
if-
before we're done. That's
Oh. Eh. Oh, it looks.
I haven't really colored anything in.
That's fine. I love it all. Is that what is that? The thing next to Link?
Thing next to Link. Oh, that's Tom Servo
I
from
no.
Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Okay. I was gonna just assume that's what it was. Yep. Yeah, that looks like us. That looks like
Cool,
who we
yeah.
are. You do have huge feet. Are you taller than me?
I don't know. Maybe.
Probably.
It's just my hair though, right there.
That's true.
I'll probably put a
I'm a-
picture of the finished product up right now in the video.
All right. I mean,
Pretty sure that's all
Yeah.
we talked about.
yeah,
What
Dude.
I've got on screen.
dude. Video games are cool.
Video games are the best. Hang on, I'm gonna write that down on the picture.
Dude, I will too. Video games are the best.
Games.
Alright. It's easier to use cursive. I might just do
Something
that.
about my computer.
I might just like.
I can't do cursive.
No?
No.
Did you ever get taught when you were younger?
Yeah, I hated it. I really did.
Why? Why?
Cause I'm like, I can do this so much faster in print.
See, like, maybe you start off like slower, but like, I guess the reason I still do it is because I still tell myself that I'm faster with it, even though I'm probably not. I don't know. I mean, I probably am now just because I've done cursive for so long, but you know, if I've done print for this long, I probably would have been able to, you know, print that fast. Anywho.
Yeah, I'm finishing up something about your, the drawing of you.
Oh, my beautiful hair. Thank you. Oh, you gotta put the glare and the sunglasses.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
All right. Thank you. And hey, maybe by the time we're good at doing this podcast, we might be good artists as well.
Maybe. There's always a potential.
There's always potential.
Not a large
Dude,
one,
okay. I'm gonna read you something. This is something I found, like, I don't know,
but
like,
I'm scared.
I was running in my neighborhood, like, 2 years ago. I don't think I've told like anybody this.
Oh dear
No,
heavens.
I haven't. I was running in my neighborhood like 2 years ago, and I came across a folded up piece of paper. No, wait, it wasn't even folded up. It was just a piece of paper that was on the ground, and it was typed out, and it was just a piece of paper that said, and I have it right in front of me, and it says, "There is inside of you all of the potential to be whatever you want to be, all of the energy to do whatever you want to do. Imagine yourself as you would like to be, doing what you want to do. Each day, take one step towards your dream. And though at times it may seem too difficult to continue, hold on to your dream. One morning you will wake to find that you are the person you dreamed of, doing what you wanted to do simply because you had the courage to believe in your potential and hold on to your dream." I just found it on the ground, and I was just like, "Cool."
Probably from another dimension.
Yep.
Or
it's
from the future.
I was gonna say probably from me from the future, even though, like.
Ethan, if you're about to write a note that says exactly that, is it your handwriting?
No, it's typed out.
Oh,
Like.
even spookier.
Yeah. And it's signed by no one. It's just text.
Well, that part makes sense.
I mean, there's no, and there's nothing else. It's just that on a piece of paper. On the ground. I just thought that was the craziest thing ever. So, I mean, if you're listening to this podcast, you and Justin are one of the only persons that know about this.
Well, now the entire internet knows about it, so that's not true.
Well, I mean, no, if you're listening to this podcast, then...
At this point in time.
Right. I mean, maybe in the future we become the greatest podcasters
The greatest
ever.
people in the entire universe.
The greatest people.
Yes. We're just the best.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ethan? He's the greatest person.
He's the second greatest person who ever lived.
Who's the first greatest person?
Justin.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forget about him.
Even though he's the greatest person who ever lived.
I know, I just forget.
Okay, I'll write that. There you go.
Yeah.
Alright, there's the picture.
Yeah.
That's a pretty crazy picture.
I don't think we had an idea of how long this is going to go on for, but...
Nope. It's kind of long, though, which was my intent.
Yeah, I think an hour and a half is a good amount.
Yep. Alright. Excuse me.
Well, thank you all for listening. If you want to see the pictures that we have drawn, and you were just listening to it, it will be
somewhere.
Justin will hopefully put it somewhere.
Somewhere.
We'll have it. We'll have an idea of where we're gonna.
Somewhere in time and space, Mike Nelson and his robot pals were caught in a nasty chase.
Did you give me orange hair?
No. I was fixing it, okay?
Alright. Dude, you should give me an orange shirt.
Pursued by a woman named Pearl, just a regular gal who wanted to rule the world.
I have no
she
idea
threw a couple things in her purse.
Justin.
And then
Justin, we've discussed this. You can't make references to random things, especially on the internet.
Okay. A lot of people have seen Mystery Science Theater 3000, especially now, since there's a new season.
I don't know, man. I haven't, and I haven't heard anyone talking about it.
Jesse Cox.
Okay, well,
you watched it.
He's a nerd.
Whatever. Isn't everybody?
I mean, we all have the potential to be a nerd inside of us. We have all the energy. But if every day we take a step towards our dreams, hopefully we all can be greater than that someday.
Dude, you should type that out.
And put it in a portal to the past.
Yeah, I put it in your time machine.
Dude, yeah, I always forget that I have that.
Yeah. I forgot too, because you went back in time and erased my memory of it.
Wait.
Only to have it resurface now.
Oh.
I know your secret.
Oh no! Order in the court!
No, you.
Oh.
So there's the picture. It's got certain parts colored. It's pretty dang cool. My hair's not actually white. I just didn't feel like coloring it.
But yeah, you colored mine.
I can imagine that it is, though.
Dude, if your hair was white, I would be like, dye your hair back to the right color.
You idiot.
You idiot!
Hair's not white except on old people.
But you're not old.
Are you?
Am I?
Am I?
I'm gonna take a long sip of my drink while I contemplate.
Alright. Thank you all for joining us for this first ever episode of Trail Mix. Maybe we'll do some more of this. Maybe we won't. Maybe this is just gonna be a one-off thing. I don't care. This is a lot of fun to do. I like drawing. I like talking. I like video games. Video games are cool.
I'd like to do this.
I need to put a bag of trail mix on this.
You do. It was I think it was a spirit of the moment name, but I liked it. I like it a lot.
It's actually really good.
Yeah. I have a bag of trail mix right in front of me. That's how I came up with the name.
What is wrong with my... Okay.
Dude, like, I'm never able to come up with names for anything.
Good for you.
Like, I feel very accomplished. Did I ever tell you about the time that I
found a thing on the side of the road?
I almost made a persona. Just kidding. That's all the time we have for today.
All right. That's gonna be the end of my trail mix right there, since we have no time left.
No,
Thanks for joining us. I'm tired. I want to go to bed.
God bless you all, and thank you for staying with us through this terrible mess.
God bless the USA.
God bless the USA. God bless all of the world. Why just the USA?
I don't know. I thought we'd just narrow it down for this point. We can. God bless Taiwan too, I guess.
America and Taiwan.
Those are the only ones he blesses, though.
We have cultural diversity.
Yeah.
See?
If you're in England, you're screwed.
Screwed.
You do not know the presence of God.
What is it?
Wait, I'm forgetting an element of your person.
Oh, is it fire? That's a great element that I have. Oh, wow! What?
What is wrong with the thing?
Excuse me. Alright.
Is it not true? Thank you all for joining us and for this vicious mockery of each other. We will see you all later. Get out of my computer. Get out of my head.
Gain knowledge and care about video games.
Gain knowledge. Care about video games.
Or care about video games, or else video games won't care about you.
That is true.
And everyone wants that.
Thank you all.
Alright.
And good night. Or good
We'll
morning.
come up with an
Good
intro
morning?
later.
I'm not meeting you. I'm saying goodbye.
Oh, yeah.
I can't talk anymore.
We should have the outro just be, we should come up with an outro. We'll come up with an outro
Say
later.
the first thing that comes to your mind.
Porcupines! Peppermint porcupines.
Peppermint porcupines. Can I draw that?
That'll be the thumbnail.
Alright, I'm done with that. Thank you and good night. Before we waste any more time. This outro has been going for like 10 minutes.
This has been Trail Mix.
This has been Trail Mix. Thank you and good night.